And the next speaker is Mr. Agnew.
Thank you. I think I've learned a little bit. To the first speaker, I would like your input on these new plant breeding techniques, gene editing, etc. There seem to be three different attitudes towards this. The first attitude is that these new ideas should be lumped together with GMOs and banned. That's what you would get from the green side or the left side of the Parliament. The second attitude is that there is actually a difference between new plant breeding techniques and GMOs, and the definition apparently is that under the new plant breeding techniques you could get that result naturally, whereas from the GMO you couldn't, and so therefore GMO and new plant breeding methods should be kept completely separate. The third attitude is that GMO, new plant breeding techniques, old plant breeding techniques, irradiation of seeds, it's all plant breeding and they should all be treated exactly the same. So I wonder if the first speaker could perhaps just enlighten me on the Commission's thinking on this. To the second speaker, I think I've understood you, but can you just tell me if this statement is correct? A durum wheat variety cannot be patented, but it can be protected by a plant breeder's right. However, a pasta product derived from that variety can be patented. Have I got that right? Thank you.
Regarding the Article 16C report you refer to, I took notes. I will also inform, of course, the Commission, but then, of course, it's up to the European Parliament and the Council to decide whether it's the will of the legislator that the Commission revisit the different issues. And I think, of course, we'll take in great consideration this position. And I think it's clearly linked to the question raised on the new breeding techniques. I think it's also the type of issue which could be addressed in this report, which are clearly very tricky questions, as very rightly and very well underlined by Mr. Agnew. Then I really think that this could be developed in such a report, keeping in mind that, of course, it will never prejudge of any aspect on whether it's a genetically modified organism or a conventional product. The sole, possibility for the Commission would be to just specify the statute of the patentability or not of such processes. We will not use any opportunity through this report to take position on the qualification of such a product.
Concerning the question of the borderline between plant variety protection and patentability, now the exclusion from patentability for plant varieties has, as every exclusion, to be constructed in a narrow way. Therefore, only plant varieties as such are excluded from patentability, but there are issues where there is a biotechnological invention which has a relation also with a plant variety, but which does not concern a plant variety as such, and then patents can be granted.